Today I'm going to talk a little bit about do your own research with these games I'm talking about. These blockchain games that I'm liking, and you have to invest some money to make money. There's some reasons you need to be careful with them, and not all of them are for you. Not all of them are going to work how you want them to. There's a lot of scams out there, and a lot of what they call rug pulling, where they start something and then they get a lot of money and then they pull the rug out underneath you. So in this video, I'm going to show you some examples of projects that I think might not be so good, and some that are but need a little help, and how to identify a good project. First of all, when you're in Discord, if you ever get this pop-up and you see something like this invite you to a server, this is a scam. So make sure you report these, because they happen way too much. People even sell them on Fiverr to try to make money doing this for people, which is really frustrating. Let me first show you a game that I've just started playing that I do not think is a scam. Now, if you look at this game looks amazing. You look at the inventory of cards, it looks good. You go to the missions, you have your own cards and they're doing things, different ways to interact, different missions. Basically, every season this game has is like a different mission. This is called Krypton Quest. It just came out a few days, not sponsored or anything, just showing you because I think it's kind of cool. I'm hoping they are interested in doing a video with me in the future. We'll see. So more on that there, but you can tell by the artwork, by the white paper, by all the work they put in, that this game is legit and it's going to be a really good game. Then next you have something like Nova Rally. The question is Nova Rally a scam? I don't think so. I actually think Nova Rally is a sleeper right now. How I think it is they came out with a game and it's good. And they took feedback and they know what's going on and they know how to make the game better and get to the next level. So now they're reworking things and soon to come out with a new game of this game. So you're still going to have everything, except the game's going to be a lot better. And when that happens, I think this game's going to go through the roof. I've personally invested in this. I've bought a piece of the track, and I've bought a cassette tape, which gives you free boost, which is always good. And how this game works is you have cards. You have a race car. I have two here. I can go ahead and choose here. And then you have drivers. How it kind of works is the combination of drivers, sometimes they play off of each other, and I guess it changes every week from my understanding. So you always have to find out which two play off of each other and which ones are the best for that week. And you do 2 races a day at regular price, and then after that you have to pay more. I've already done this. You can use boost, and I do get boost regularly because I have what's called a cassette tape. So this one I do not think is a scam. I think this is a good project that they've come so far. They know they need to change things, so they're switching gears, working on everything, and then they're going to come out with these updates. After these updates, then they're going to come out with 3D races to show you everything happening too. Really cool. And people are going to own a piece of track, so if people drive on it, then you collect something. I think it's a really good idea. Only 800 pieces of track sold. Numbers is important. If people do not put a limit on things, that is kind of worrisome. If people put a limit on things, it's better. Here we are, and you see my racetrack piece. Here it is. 33 of 50, max 800. That means there will not be more than 800 pieces of the track. That is what you're looking for. When games don't do that on important pieces, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It basically just means they can continue to print this and make as many as they'd like. When they finite that number, that's the item that you want. So another game I've been playing is Officeland. Someone mentioned they were making some decent money on it, and it looked easy to get into, so I jumped into it. Pretty neat, basic idea. You send people to do time tasks. They come back with coins, and they either pass or fail. 50% rate when you're an intern, which is the bottom level, which all my characters are. And then as you upgrade them, by taking that coin you get more coin and a higher chance of being successful. So they've had a pack sale, and it went well. The game's doing good, and they're in a good spot. So why am I questioning this project? Here it is. They are going to be selling more packs. Now the game's good right now, and that's because there's not too many cards. If you add too many cards, the value goes down because the scarcity in these games is very important. If they're not as scarce, they're not as valuable. If they're overprinted, baseball cards in the 90s and 2000s for all you boomers out there, if they're overprinted, no matter how many you get, they're going to be worthless when you get older because they're just printed way too many. They're too common. They're not collectible if everyone has one. Here they are releasing all these packs, 2,500, 5,000, 5,000. Now, that's a lot of packs, but you got to remember each pack holds 15 characters. 15! So you got to multiply all this by 15, and that's how many cards are being introduced into the pool. Now, will this bring in new players? I'm sure it will, but it's too many too fast. They're going to have another card pack opening in like a month or two, I believe, and they're doing this one. I was about to get in on this, and I was interested because I kind of liked the game. I was like, oh yeah, the premium pack looks good. And then I started doing the numbers, and the numbers don't look good. If the numbers aren't good, then what they're doing is they're bringing in new players, from what I understand, to keep things going. We got to be careful because that's not how you want to run a game. When you run a game, you want people to come back because it's fun, because they want to experience it, because they want to play. Yeah, maybe make some money. But if they're coming in there just to make money, that's where you have to start worrying. If they're just here to make money, how do the veterans make money? By adding new people and getting more money into the pool. And that's basically a pyramid scheme. If you're adding more money into the pool, then that's what's going on. But this isn't quite that, because all of this money does not go into the pool, does not go into Ocoin, does not back the project. It's US dollars. This is paid to the team, I'm guessing, because I didn't find where it says specifically where else it would go. I know this team's already taking a nice cut, so I was surprised to see this as well. I mean, I know you have to pay to get things done, but this game, yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's more on the basic side. You know, you're talking retro graphics. They look good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not looking good for Officeland. Unless they change this, I mean, they have a day to change their mind on the amount. If they cut this into 1/4 of what they're saying, then I think the project will survive. But at this rate, I just want to get out as quick as I can and sell my stuff before everything drops to zero. So if people are too greedy, that kind of hurts them. As always, do your own research. So here it is, 60% goes back into the game, which I don't think is enough. 20% for the team, and then you have 2% for partners, 3% for advisors. The liquidity for swap, 5%, I guess that's okay. I'd like to see a little more. Marketing, 10%. I know they're using that marketing budget, I'm sure. But this is rough because this is just the token percentage that they're getting. And it looks like the pack money is not going back into the game from what I'm seeing. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. So this is a game that I would be a little worried about, and this is why I want to exit this game and take my earnings, which is not a lot because I just started a week ago. And this is also how you kill a game. If they are doing this legit, then they need to really cut the pack amount down. You also have to be careful of white papers. Usually going through white papers, you can tell if things are legit or not, if they're copy or paste. Big thing is images. Make sure they have a lot of images. Make sure the ideas look fresh. You know, an idea, explain everything going on. Now, people say, you know, if a white page is only 10 pages, worry. In gaming, that's kind of the usual because they don't want to go too in depth because a lot of the stuff in gaming will change. So they just want to show the upcoming ideas. And they're not going to go into too much detail there. But if you look here, you're going to see this is the premium pack, $89. It's now they're trying to sell it for $129. And the gold edition was $39. Now they're trying to sell it for $99. And the standard was $19, and now they're trying to sell it for $59. It's been about a month or two since this sale. They're already upping the amount that much, which is okay if it's going back into the game, but this kind of thing is more for the community to do, not for the people that own the game. You know, if people bought it for $19, hold on to it for a few months and sell it for $59, that's their reward for doing that. The more I go into this game, the more I feel it's such a scam. It's a simple game, and I think it would do really well if they just kept going. You know, hopefully there's a game that's similar that I can just kind of go after, because I do like the idea, and it stinks that it's gonna die like that. But something like Krypton Quest, though, I'll tell you, I think this has a really good idea. So hopefully they get back to me so I can make a video. It's also good to check the coin itself. You can go to rugdoc.io or tokensniffer.com. These are sites that help to find which ones are scams and which ones are not. For example, this one here shows, you know, latest scams and hacks, and it shows them here, so you can quickly come and say, okay, this coin is bad. New tokens are introduced, and the trending tokens. So let's see what they think of Ocoin. So if you look at Ocoin here, it says this target audit score of 0 indicates there's a high risk of it being a scam now or in the future. Results may not be applicable if token is in pre-sale. So this does look like something's really fishy if this website's correct. Like I said, Token Sniffer gives it a 0 out of 100, high risk. And it says Ocoin, that's what it's called. You know, that's the one. So another way to tell if something is legit or not. Next, you'd want to do Google searches and go to their Discord, check their Discord, make sure it's legit. Nice to have verification bots and things like that to show they're trying to deal with bots, because those are always good projects to consider. Looking at the Officeland Discord, I think it's very good. You do have the Honeybot verification system, and it does look set up pretty well. I don't see a lot of communication except for in the announcements. I do see moderators that help out in general. A lot of people seem to be upset about all of these issues with the packs, at least from what I've read in the Discord so far. But don't get me wrong, there are still plenty of people coming into this game, but for me, it's not it. So I hope this video helps. Let me know if you found any that you think are scams. List them down below. Or if you found any games that you know are not scams, list them down below and you enjoy playing. So I'm always looking to check out some new games, and I hope this video helps. Thanks for the view.